Hi, Uncle John here. And in the last episode, we went ahead and defeated the Quaking Earth Titan. And now we are going to go ahead and take on Kitakami. While I was copying the stuff to where it will need to be for post processing, I also went ahead and updated my spreadsheet that I use to track my Pokedexes so that in the future I will know better where I will need to um, what Pokemon I will want to put in from Pokemon Home. Um, we're going to go ahead and go to the school to get to the Kitakami content. Okay. And actually, before I go in there, I would like to change up my team a little. I pulled some shinies in from my other playthroughs, and I thought that that could be kind of fun to put shinies on my stream team. Uh, Shiny Delibird, Shiny Gyarados. What else did I pull in? I may go ahead and update these later. We're going to go ahead and put Gyarados in the lead since it's level 100. As I mentioned earlier, Gyarados is one of my favorite Pokemon, even though it is 4 times weak to electric. Are you? Oh, you must be. You're one of the students chosen for the school trip, and your name was Uncle John. Uncle John, huh? Well, aren't you full of fire? You're positively dazzling. Oh, and you even have a Terra Orb. I guess Paldea is rich enough in resources that that sort of thing would be a common sight at school. Unless that's not the case, are you perhaps an especially exceptional student? Oh, but here I go on and on. I haven't even introduced myself. Call me Miss Briar. I'm sorry I'm late. Oh, hello to you too, Uncle John. What a lucky scamp you are, getting to take place in a school trip so soon after transferring here. I sure am happy for you. I wish I could go too. Ahem. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Briar. I got a bit carried away. Well, as Mr. Jacques so kindly stated for me, my name is Briar. I'm a teacher over at Blueberry Accademy. That's a school in the Unova region, you know. Miss Briar helped set up the curriculum there. This year is Blueberry Academy's turn to run our joint school trip and to supervise students. That's why I came here to collect you. We'll be headed to Kitakami, a land known for its picturesque fields and rice paddies. The place has a rustic feel, but there's also something rather mysterious about it. You see, the same energy present in Paldea's terrestrial phenomena has been detected there. I'm hoping to do some digging into the matter myself between my supervising duties. Though I'd also appreciate the chance to take a good look around the great crater of Paldea. Ah, yes, there's not much I can do about that without permission from the Pokemon League and Director Clavel. Oh, I know. I've already put in all the proper applications. I trust that I'll get a favorable response soon. Ah, well, Oh, sorry, Uncle John. Forgot all about you for a moment there. Anyway, the school trip. I think it's a chance to continue your treasure hunt on a grander scale, to search beyond Paldea's borders. I'll even provide you with a special update to your Pokedex app. If you've got your phone. The Kitakami Pokedex has been added to your Pokedex app. And there we go, all done. Now you can go wild registering all the Pokemon you find around Kitakami, too. Oh, and don't worry about a permission slip for the trip. I already cleared things with your mom. You just go and have fun. Ha, your Mr. Jock is quite charming, isn't he? Delightfully direct when he wants to be. Now then, Uncle John. It's quite the trip to the land of Kitakami. I hope you don't mind flying, or long bus rides. Let me know as soon as you're ready to set out, won't you? And I believe that we are. Are you ready to set out to Kitakami, Uncle John? Yes. Great, we'll set out together as a group once the other students arrive. I hear you were all chosen for this trip by lottery, so this may be the first time you meet. I know my role is to chaperone you kids, but I fully intend to have some fun of my own while I'm at it, just so you're aware. By the way, do you know about the Violet book? I know it. As you should. It was the most influential book of the century on the subject of the paranormal. The author of the Violet book, Heath, was in fact an ancestor of mine. I even have his original manuscript. Look here, these pages that were blacked out and illegible and made illegible in the published version of the book. A disc Pokemon. While separated from the research team in the crater's depth, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I do not know. It bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons and gleamed brighter still than a gemstone. Viewed as a whole, it resembled a mysterious, brilliant disc. I have tentatively named this creature Terapagos. I suspect that its very body is made up of the key material that causes Pokemon to shine brightly and crystallize. The Pokemon depicted on these pages is called Terapagos. It's a mysterious Pokemon that Heath allegedly encountered when he delved even further into the depths of Area Zero. Not that the general public would believe him. It's my dream to find Terapagos and prove that Heath's records were all true. Though I haven't yet been able to secure permission to enter Area Zero, unfortunately. But that's fine. It'll all be fine. All I need to do now is focus on the work that's in front of me. Miss Briar, we're ready to go. Looks like the gang's all here. All right, everyone, to the land of Kitakami. The hidden treasure of Area Zero. Part 1. The Teal Mask. We're finally here. My butt is killing me after all those hours sitting. First the plane, then that bus. Haha, well, you all survived the long trip. We haven't lost anyone along the way. All here. Then welcome to the land of Kitakami. This is the stage for all the new experiences and learning opportunities you'll have out in nature. It's actually my first time here, too. Why, the rice fields are just dazzling. Up ahead is Mosui Town. That will be our base of operations for the duration of the trip. Miss Briar, I don't feel so good. Uh-oh, all that travel must have given you a dose of motion sickness, hmm? Why don't we pause here for a moment and take in the sights of these fields? Now, Uncle John, I have a little request for you. Could you run ahead to the community center in Mosui and let the caretaker know we're here? It would also be great if you could explain that one of our students is feeling unwell. I can do that. I knew I'd be able to count on you. On your way, then, I'll look after your poor travel buddy here. 'Cause he got so built up in the seconds that we were, active. Oh yeah, these are way low level. On my first two playthroughs, I did this after I'd beaten everything. So, well, everything was like level 65-ish. Puchiana? Can't ride Miraidon still. Well, if I do another playthrough for like some sort of challenge after this, I think that we're going to go to Kitakami right away. Sis, look, there's a new one. There's one now. So you're one of those students that came from the Paldea region, huh? Whoa, way cool. Hush, Kieran. I'm Carmine. Sorry, but I can't just let an outsider like you wander into Mosui Town. If you insist on coming in, you'll have to battle me first. Come on, sis, you just want to battle, making this big fuss over nothing. I told you to hush, Kiki. Just ignore my little brother. Aw, man. Alright, let's do this. Get in position. I'm going to have some real good fun with you. You're challenged by Pokemon Trainer Carmine. Pokemon Trainer Carmine sent out a Puchiana. We send out Gyarados. Welcome to Kitakami. For your first experience, get ready to eat dirt. We've got 15 pp on waterfall, and nothing's immune to water except for things with storm drain. So, and she doesn't have storm drain. So I think that we're just gonna press A to win. Oh, you know about type matchups, huh? It's not very effective. You, who are you? I'm the guy who thought that you were going to be a heck of a lot tougher than this and completed Paldea. Wowzers, you wouldn't beat my sis? I can't believe it. There's no way you should have been able to beat me. Fine, I guess you passed barely. Seems I've no choice. I'll let you into town, but only if you become one of my grunts and do every little thing I... Oi! What are you doing causing a ruckus out here? Here comes trouble. Come on, Kiki, we're out of here. But I... Wait up, sis. Why, hello, stranger. You must be one of those students from the Paldean Academy, right? I helped run the community center here in Mosui Town, and a few other things besides. I'll be looking after your group during your visit. I hope those two kids weren't giving you any grief just now, were they? Nah. I hardly know what to do with the two of them, especially that Carmine. Always been a handful, that one, and I apologize if she gave you a hard time. What's that? A member of your group fell ill down by the bus stop. I'd better get over there and give them a hand so they can make it into town. I'll take care of everything. You go ahead and get yourself settled in at the community center. We'll catch up with you soon. This way, everyone. Uncle John, I owe you one for fetching the caretaker. Our little travel buddy is feeling much better now, too. All right, everyone, this is the community center. This is where you'll be staying while you're here in Kitakami. The plan was to have you and the students from Blueberry Accademy stay here together. But it turns out the space is going to be all you, our visitors from Uva Accademy. Oh, right. Those two kids were originally from this town, weren't they? So, in you come. Don't be shy. Come on in, everyone. Pack it right in. Oh, no need to worry about your shoes or anything. You can leave them on in here. If they're extra dirty, try to rinse off the worst of the mud using the washing station by the door. Nice and clean inside, don't you think? It's all newly built, so it's as good as anything you'd find in your big, fancy cities. This here is the lounge. You can watch TV, chat, or relax however you like. And, well, let's see. Over there's the cafeteria and the toilets down that way. When you want to get some sleep, please use the rooms in the hall there. We've got enough space that each of you can have a private room to yourself. So I think that about covers everything. But if you run into any trouble at all, don't hesitate to ask our fine staff at the desk. Thank you for the tour, sir. All right, kids, do you have anything to say to the staff who's going to be taking such good care of us? We're glad to be here. What a bunch of well-managed students. I can already tell you're going to be wonderful visitors. So, just think of this place as your own home away from home and relax. You must all be tired after such a long day. I know it's a bit early still, but why don't we have dinner and then call it a night? We've got plenty of food ready, but I hope you've brought your appetites. All right. Thanks for dinner. You're free to spend the rest of the evening as you'd like in the community center, but remember that tomorrow the program will officially be kicking off. Don't stay up late or you might oversleep. Okay. And let's go ahead and check out our Kitakami Pokedex and collect the rewards for it. And just from what I've already transferred over and what we have from Paldea, we have 123 Pokemon that we have caught and 129 that we have encountered. And that gives us for 90 we get a bottle of PP up. For 100 we get a bottle cap. For 110 we get a Razor Fang. For 120 we get a Love Ball. And that is all that we have. 7 volumes until the next reward. So I will be getting this done between episodes to update my spreadsheet, which I am not planning on sharing. And let's just go ahead and call it a night and get started on the quest. Good morning, everyone. Did you sleep well? Starting today, you'll be joined by our 2 students from Blueberry Accademy. Go on, kids. Time to introduce yourselves. Hi, I'm Carmine. It's a pleasure to meet all you outsiders. I mean visitors from Paldea. Hee hee. I'm Kieran. Carmine and Kieran actually grew up here, so ask them for help if you need anything. And you two had better be of real help, you hear me? Aye, aye. Right. Now that that's settled, why don't I tell you all a bit about what we have planned for you. The school trip of yours will be an exercise in orienteering. First, we'll have you split into pairs. Then each pair will be tasked with finding 3 signboards located around the land of Kitakami. On each signboard, you'll find snippets of an old folk tale passed down here in Kitakami. Read them all and learn a bit about our home. To prove that you've completed the task, we ask that each pair take a snapshot together in front of these signboards with their phone or camera. Take a photo together in front of each of these 3 signboards to complete your mission. It's a self-guided tour of Kitakami. Learn all about its rich history. Much more fun than sitting around and listening to me ramble on and on, eh? Wonderful. What an innovative idea for a group activity. Oh, and I've got the perfect gift for each of you as well. You obtained the Roto Stick. You put the Roto Stick in your bag's key items pocket. A stick to rest a Rototom phone on. It allows you to take selfies a little bit farther away than you could on your own. I hear these things are all the rage in the big cities. Use them to take those photos. I'll even teach you a rad pose I came up with all on my own. You learned the Eureka emote from the caretaker. Yes, real rad. Remember that one of the goals of this trip is to deepen the ties between our 2 schools. and it seems like having someone who knows the area would be a big help. That being said, let's try to maximize the number of inter-school pairs. Time to mingle. And we've got to talk to the kids from the other school. Aw, man. You're Uncle John or whatever, right? Let me guess. You want to pair up with one of us poor, lonely Blueberry students? Yep. Gosh, it's so sweet of you to go out of your way like that. What would we even do without you? Oh yeah, so my little brother here has been all gooey-eyed over you since yesterday. He wouldn't stop talking about you even at home. I seriously couldn't get him to shut up. Sis, what are you telling him that for, dummy? Hey, watch who you're calling dummy if you know what's good for you. Aw, man. Look at him, being all shy. See, my brother's no good at talking to people. He'd probably never work up the nerve to ask you by himself, but he'd really like to battle with you. Sure. Well, what do you know? Turns out you're sort of nice. This'll make my brother real happy. Chin up, Kiki. Uncle John says he'll battle you. What? Wowzers, really? You don't mind? He doesn't mind a bit. Get to your positions, you two. Everybody else, clear out. Make a space. I got this. You're challenged by Pokemon trainer Kieran. Wowzers, I can't believe this. I get to battle you. This is awesome. I almost feel bad about this. I did use TMs on this Delibird. Since, you know, Delibird is pretty much worthless without them anyway. Oh, oof, I guess I got a lot of weaknesses. Wowzers. And quite honestly, at this level, this is not very fun for me. So, good show. Nicely done, kids. Nothing like a friendly battle to get to know someone. Wowzers, you sure are strong, Uncle John. You really aren't half bad. Kiki's nearly as strong as I am, you know. I don't know about that. This orienteering thing, we're supposed to group up in pairs, right? You should go ahead and pair up with Kiki then. What? No, sis, don't. Don't what? It's not like we can pair up. Or were you hoping to partner with some other rando outsider instead of Uncle John? Well, no, but aw, man. Don't worry, he's just being shy. I'll go find some chump to pair up with too. Watch out for my little bro, you. Looks like you've all paired up. Let's go ahead and mark where you're going to be going on those Rotom phones of yours. Now then, off you go to do some exploring. Oh, and if you find yourself in need of any potions or Pokeballs or the like, head over that way to stop by Peachy's, and they'll be happy to set you to rights. So it looks like we should probably start with the signboard at Loyalty Plaza. That's out past the apple orchards on the west side of the village. It's close by, and I figure it might make sense to, visit them all in order. I'll probably just get in your way if I stick too close, so I'll follow you from a safe distance. So, okay, let's go ahead and read this. This is Director Clavel. Do I have the pleasure of speaking to Master Uncle John? Hi, Director Clavel. My, it certainly does this old heart good to be greeted with such a lively response. Now, if I could take but a moment of your time, there is something we must discuss. Master Uncle John, you're about to be presented with an exceptional opportunity. You know all about the Unova region's Blueberry Accademy, I presume? Of course. Indeed. Tales of your school trip to Kitakami with the Blueberry cohort have reached even my office. In any case, the director of Blueberry Academy happens to be an old friend of mine, and he told me that he would be delighted to host you as an exchange student at his school. I believe it would be a fine chance for you to learn even more about the world. One should always take advantage of new challenges like this, don't you think? Though I must confess, I was a bit surprised the Blueberry's director would specify you by name. Still, I think it's best that you meet the man at least once to find out what he might be thinking. He's admittedly a bit of a character, but not to worry. I'll be there when you meet him. Once you feel ready to respond to his offer, I ask that you come by my office so we can discuss the specifics together. Do feel free to prioritize your ongoing school trip, though, if you so wish. The student exchange matter can wait a little while. Now, I won't take up any more of your time. Do take care until we speak again. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and save. And I think that I will go and check that out and get those story beats, but I think that I'm going to have to do that in the next episode. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And let your friends know if you're liking my content so that we can continue to grow the channel. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.